Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to call you profit producers because we are all in business to generate a profit. Hello, my name is Dakisha Williams. I am a webinar strategist, also the queen of webinars. And so I wanted to do a message specifically for realtors, but I'm going to keep this one for realtors. I'll do another one for my tax professionals later. So I've been having conversation with realtors. And so in this conversation, what they're doing is what's coming up is they are struggling. Well, they're having a hard time trying to get leads in the digital marketing space. So in the online space. So my name is Dakisha Williams. I am the webinar expert. And so what I do is I help clients to generate leads and create consistent revenue online using webinars in their business. But this particular training is not necessarily all around webinars. We'll get to that. But there's a couple of things. There's like 4 things that I need you to know if you are a realtor, okay? And so I asked a question in a Facebook group earlier today. And one of the things that I wanted to know is, as a realtor, and you can comment if you're watching this particular video, but as a realtor, what are you doing to market yourself and market your brand so that you can generate your own leads? Now, I may not be a realtor, but I come from the mortgage industry. Okay. So in 2005, 2006 or 7. So between 2005, 2007, the last time the market crashed, I was actually a mortgage loan officer. So I get it. We have to get out there and generate our own leads. I have bought leads, okay, that 15 other people actually paid for. I have sent out mailers in the mail and bulk mail. I used to take, bulk mails out to the post office, to the bulk mailing center in Richmond, Virginia. All right. So I did all of the organic things in order to really try to get leads on my own. Now, here's what I did not know prior to me coming into the digital marketing space. Number one, regardless of the industry that you are in, you want to build a brand for yourself. So you want to make a name for yourself. And I know there's a lot of stipulations around using the agency or the company that you work for. Okay. I get it. However, your clients are going to work with you because they know, like, and what? Trust you, right? So when you close a deal, you're closing that deal with your client. They're closing because of the service that you have provided, right? And so that's the first thing. You've got to get out there and you've got to build a brand for yourself. The second thing that I noticed that a lot of realtors do not have is a actual database of potential clients. So raise your hand. A lot of realtors do not have a database of potential clients that they're currently working with or utilizing a database to determine where they are in the buying process. Let me give you kind of an idea of what I see, right? So I see a lot of people sending DMs. Like I got one today, wanted to know if I know anyone in the Maryland area that's looking to buy or sell a home. All right. And that's cool. Granted, I didn't know them, but I mean, that's cool. But that is what I call push marketing. So you're pushing your marketing out. Now, what if you were to do a training on the 5 things that you need to know before you buy or sell your house, right? Now, that's what I call pull marketing, right? You're not pushing, you're pulling people in who actually have the problem that you solve. So now I've been in my house for 17 years, all right? So this is my second house. So I get it. I know how the process works. However, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're selling. You still have to educate the buyer. And I teach my clients this all the time. You still have to educate the buyer on the transaction that's taking place at hand, okay? And so if I'm buying a house, if I'm buying a car, if I'm doing financial advisement, if I'm a business coach, author, speaker, what have you, if I have a product, if I have a service, it is my responsibility to educate my prospective client on what they should expect when working with me. So if I were a realtor or if I were a loan officer, I would be doing facilitating a training on some of the top things that you need to understand when going through the buying process or the sales process or a mortgage loan application process. And I would literally facilitate a training. But in order to get access to that training, they've got to give me some information first, right? So they've got to pay me with information. And that's some of the things that I teach my clients, how to build their list and build their own database, and don't necessarily rely on the company that you're working for, because when they get those leads, who does those leads belong to? They do not belong to you. When they get leads and they send out the leads to the agents in the office or what have you, that's their lead. When you leave the company or if you decide that you want to go to another company, that's their leads. However, if you're doing your own marketing, if you're promoting yourself, you're building your own leads. That way you can stay in the conversation with your leads based on where they are. And I'll even teach like list segmentation, meaning that you segment your list based on where they are in the buying process. So they could be a buyer, they could be a seller, they could be a real estate investor, they could be working with a credit repair agent, right? These are things that you are not necessarily thinking about for a couple of reasons. Number one, okay, digital marketing is not your thing. I get it. And that's really why I'm bringing this conversation up today. Number two, like you're probably still learning the industry of real estate itself, right? Again, I get it. So number one is brand yourself. It's important for you to get out there and create a brand for yourself, for you, what you stand by, you know what I mean? Like, because that's what's going to attract your clients. Number two, it's important to have a database. And there's certain softwares that I use. Just shoot me a message on social media, whatever platform this is. Ask your questions under this video. But you definitely need to use software or put in systems, right? So let me give you an idea of what that would look like for you. A lot of you are already using social media to promote what it is that you do, right? All right, so you're a realtor, specifically speaking to realtors today. And so if you are out there, excuse me, if you're out there and you're promoting promoting what you do on social media, and only thing you're doing is telling them to DM you. If you don't have a system in place that's going to capture their information, now you have to automatically go into your DM and respond to every single person. What if you had a system in place that will collect their information if they sent you a DM, or you drive that traffic directly to a website that you own? Let me say that again. You're driving traffic where you can collect their information and you own that information, right? Their information now belongs to you. And so you can market to them when you get ready. All right, I already know what you get ready to say. Well, my company provides me with a software that I can email them on a regular basis. Let me tell you something. You and every other realtor is sending the same information from the same system that said the same thing. So are you really speaking to the needs or to the pain point that particular person that came to you actually have? Or are you sending this like generic email database or generic mailer that the company has set for you? I'm just saying, like, I know, listen, when I get to teaching, I get to stepping on some toes. So I know some people might not like this, and I get it. It's all good. You can click off now. You can exit the stage to the left. But for those that actually want to be helped and want to build multiple six-figure business in this agency or in this space, these are the things that you can do that actually will help you put the proper foundation in place while you're building, so that you have a database of clients that want to work with you. Now you can stay in the conversation with them. You can do videos like this and stay in the conversation with them based on the needs and the problems that where they are. You can meet them where they are. I literally had an hour conversation with a realtor earlier today that validated that this is a problem that's in this space, in the realtor space. And so I specifically host webinars. Like, I teach my clients how to do webinars. A webinar is literally a virtual training. Remember, I gave you an idea of a training that you could facilitate for your users? You literally could create a webinar where you're driving traffic for them to actually view this presentation. And then get this, you can have them qualify to see if they qualify for a loan, or do you need to send them to a credit expert to work on some things? And while they're working with that credit expert, are you staying in the conversation? I'm just saying. So those are a couple of things that I wanted to put out there to my realtors. And this is specifically for those of you all that do not have systems in place. And so if you're looking to put a system in place so that you don't have to rely on leads coming from your broker, hit me up. You can go to createconsistentrevenue.com, createconsistentrevenue.com. That's createconsistentrevenue.com. We can have a conversation and see about putting these particular systems in your business. My name is Dakisha Williams, your webinar queen. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. I'll see you guys next time.